Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, our will explain about the cloud computing and modern technology is entering is architecture, cloud computing, infrastructure, and its other. First, we have the Gunawan Adaniarto and Natsha Firdaus Askia and Damanintang Priyatama. Next. Okay, we will discuss six key topics. First, it's a cloud computing architecture. Second is infrastructure as a service or IaaS. Third is a platform as a service or PaaS. Fourth is a software as a service or CaaS. Fifth is on-premise versus cloud conversion. Sixth is counter-transition and its impact on modern application development. Okay, cloud computing architecture is a component. Have the component is the first is the front end, the user-facing interface such as browser or Chrome or Firefox or mobile apps. Example: when you open a Gmail, in the interface you see is the front end. The second is the backend. Backend is the behind the scene infrastructure, including physical or virtual server, storage system, or Amazon. For example, is Amazon S3. Database is, for example, is MySQL and MongoDB, and security service, for example, is firewall and encryption. Both connect via internet protocol like HTTP or HTTPS. Source NIS SP 500 or 292 define this as industry standard. Next. Private cloud. A private cloud is dedicated to a single organization. For example, banks use VMware, vSphere to manage internal server. Virtualization extract IT resources from their underlying physical hardware, allowing them to be pulled and shared efficiently. This not only maximizes hardware utilization, but also enhances security by isolating virtual machine and container from each other. Advanced full control is a private cloud. Customers have full control over hardware and software choice, allowing them to just customize their infrastructure to meet specific security requirements. Second is enhanced security. Is with all workloads running behind the customer firewall. Private clouds offer greater security and edge control. Last is the regulatory compliance. Is a private cloud ensure for compliance with regulatory standard, making them suitable for highly regulated industry. Next is the disadvantage. We have two. First is higher cost. The cost is purchasing, installing, and managing new hardware and software can be high. This may also involve hiring additional IT staff. Last is the limited flexibility. Once an organization invests in hardware and software for its private cloud, adding capacity or new capabilities requires more purchase. Next is from the public cloud. A public cloud offers service to the general public. Example is AWS EC2, host website, and Microsoft Azure provides blob storage. Key advantages are low cost or pay as you go, and instant scalability. Challenges include shared resource security, or now is the multi-tenants, and potential downtime risk. Public cloud have the advantage too. Advantages have a three. First is the high availability. High availability, public cloud provider maintain multiple data center worldwide, ensuring high availability and reliability. Second is cost saving. Cost saving is reduce the need for less upfront investment in the hardware and infrastructure. Last is flexibility. Flexibility offer flexibility in resource allocation and usage, making it suitable for various applications. Next is from the public cloud disadvantage. Have three too. First is security concern. Security concern first is public cloud are less secure compared to private clouds, as the infrastructure is managed by third-party providers. Second is limited control. User have less control over the infrastructure compared to private cloud deployment. Last is the vendor lock-in. Vendor lock-in dependency on a single cloud service provider can lead to vendor lock-in. Next is the hybrid cloud. A hybrid cloud is combines private and public clouds. Example: retail companies store customer data on private server, or IBM hybrid cloud while hosting e-commerce apps on AWS. This enables boosting during traffic peaks or Black Friday without doing extra server. Challenges include integration complexity and dual environment management. Hybrid cloud have two advantages and disadvantages. First is from advance. First, flexibility allows organization to choose the environment for each workload, adjusting operational efficiency. Second is scalability. From the scalability, is a public cloud resource can be used to scale up quickly and respond to demand spikes without impacting private workload. So have to cost saving. First is cost saving. Optimize spending by using public cloud for a variable workloads and private cloud for predictable capacity. Second is for security and compliance. Is ensure sensitive data is stored in private cloud while leveraging public cloud for less sensitive workload. You can see from the Happy Cloud, this after anti-surf Ventex 2, complexity in implementation, feasibility issue, and the need for the new technical experience. Organization must carefully assess their specified need, budget, and team skill before adopting a hybrid cloud strategy.
Okay, next part is community cloud. A community cloud is a cloud computing model where infrastructure is shared among several organizations that have similar concerns such as security, compliance, and jurisdiction. This model allows these organizations to access shared resources and services tailored to their collective needs, making it cost-effective solution compared to private clouds while offering more security than public clouds. The benefits or the advantages is cost efficiency. By sharing infrastructure, organization can lower their individual costs compared to maintaining a private cloud, and then enhance security. Community clouds typically offer better security than public clouds, and they are designed for a specific group of users with similar security needs. The last one is scalability. Organization can scale their resources according to their needs without the overhead of managing a private cloud. The next one is I will explain about the IaaS definition. Infrastructure as a service, or IaaS delivers on-demand infrastructure resources to organizations via the cloud, such as compute, storage, networking, and virtualization. Customers don't have to maintain, or update their own data center infrastructure, but are responsible for the operating system, middleware, virtual machines, and any app data. The IaaS examples, AWS EC2, Amazon Elastic Compute Service, startups can launch I0 plus VMs with customizable RAM or CPU, and then the last one is Google Compute Engine offers per second billing and printable VMs 80% cheaper for batch processing, and then the AWS ES2 documentation details cost optimization with auto scaling. The next one is PaaS, the purpose platform as a service, or PaaS delivers and manages all the hardware and software resources to develop applications through the cloud. Developers and IT operations team can use PaaS develop, run and manage applications without having to build and maintain the infrastructure to platform on their own. This is the PaaS pros and cons. The next part is PaaS examples. The first one is Heroku, supports 7 programming languages and offers managed databases, Heroku Postgres. And then the Azure App Services integrates with GitHub for CI/CD code, pushes the trigger automatic builds and deployments. Heroku case studies shows startup can deploy MVPs in 2 weeks. The last one is SaaS characteristic. SaaS delivers ready-to-use application via browsers, example Google Workspace, email, Gmail, calendar, and Drive with weekly updates. Microsoft 365, Word and Excel online with real-time collaboration. Benefits: no installation or IT team required. Challenges is limited customization. Containerization concept. The containerization is a software development. Files and libraries needs to run any infrastructure traditionally. Next part is containers versus VM. Container architecture. Container is an isolated lightweight silo for running an application on the host operating system. Containers built on top of the host operating system kernel, which can be thought of as the buried plumbing of the operating system. This is the diagram on the top left part. Kanan. Virtual machine architecture. In contrast, on containers, VMs run complete operating system, including its own kernel, as shown in this diagram.
Okay, the last part of the modern technology of cloud computing is container benefits. We have the top 3 benefits. The first one is portability, such as run on AWS, Google Cloud, or a developer's laptop. And the second one is efficiency, when servers run 10 times more containers than virtual machines. And the last benefit is scalability. Kubernetes auto-scales containers during traffic spikes, example like e-commerce flash sales. Okay, next. So, CI/CD for microservice architectures. Implementing CI/CD, continuous integration, or continuous deployment for microservice architectures can be challenging. Since each microservice is an independent unit, it can take time to coordinate the integration and deployment of multiple servers. There are also additional challenges regarding testing, monitoring, and troubleshooting microservices in production. Despite this challenge, many organizations have found that the benefits of microservice architectures outweigh the difficulties of implementing CI/CD by breaking down an extensive application into more minor and dependent services. Organization can achieve faster development and deployment cycles, increase scalability, and improve fault tolerance. So that's all from us to presentation about modern technology and architecture of cloud computing. Thanks for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.